So I've decided to revisit this project of replacing the back plates on my Boss pedals. Really wasn't happy with the shielding that was on these 3D printed back plates. So my plan is to use these as more of a cover rather than a replacement. So I picked up some screws, some number 4 3/8" self-tapping screws that are a little longer than the original screws, and I'm going to use those to put this 3D printed plate over top of the original plate. So I'm going to replace the original plate. Then I'm going to place the 3D printed plate over the top as such, and then use the longer screws to secure both. And this will allow me to easily move the plates to different pedals as I need to, as I replace pedals on my board, and also maintain the integrity of the shielding that comes with the original back plate, and protect the back of the pedal from the glue that is on the Velcro that I hate so much. So I'm just gonna continue to put these screws in. Last one. You don't want to torque them down too tight, just until it stops with a little bit of pressure, and it fits pretty well. Looks pretty good. Overall, I'm satisfied with that. Add a little bit of height to the pedal, 2 or 3 millimeters of extra height to the pedal, but overall, I think that's gonna work good. Just grab a little tape here to secure the original screws. Store those in the box so I don't lose them. Fold it over. Put it away. So what I'm trying to prevent here is damage to the back of my pedals. I really hate when the stickers get peeled off, like you can see on this one. And along with that, the serial number, which I like to maintain the stickers and serial numbers on the backs of my pedals, if at all possible. So this is going to work out great. I got this idea from a similar plate on Thingiverse, which I'll go into here right now and show you. So these are the plates that I bought. You can see they're not very cheap. It's essentially $5 per pedal unless you buy them in packs of 10, which is a little more than I like to pay. And And I really don't think the shielding worked out very well for me. I would say overall I probably wouldn't buy these again, but I got the idea for using the plate as a cover from this project on Thingiverse. And had I owned a 3D printer, I probably would have printed myself some of these plates and use these. Although I'd imagine the cost is relatively similar to what I paid. So I like these better because there's no additional cost for purchasing new screws. It uses the original screws. And they look more suited to the way that I'm using the backplates now. It'd be nice if someone started printing these and selling these on Reverb for people who, like myself, who don't care to get into 3D printing, don't have an interest. But those look pretty good. There are also other options that are out there, including metal options. This one from Small Bear Electronics, which is universal for the Boss pedals and the Ibanez 9 series, like this one. Although they do require some filing around the edges to make sure that it fits, which I'm just not interested in doing, but the cost is relatively low. You do have to buy additional screws for these ones as well. The original screws will not work. And you do need to file a little on the inner lip to get a proper fit. And if you are going to use these for the Ibanez 9 series, you actually have to drill holes in this plate. So this requires a lot of additional extra work that I'm just not interested in, although the cost is good and the shielding would be, my opinion, would probably be at least as good as the original, but does require some extra work. But there are a lot of different other options as well for securing your pedals to the board and that you can find on Thingiverse, including clips of various different types for all different types of pedals, and pedal mounts like this one that attach to the sides using the original screws and then screw down to a board. If you just search for Boss pedal or Boss pedals, a lot of these will come up. And there are a lot of interesting options here for even the 200 series pedals, and for the FS5L and FS5U, the latching and non-latching foot switches. So there are a lot of cool options here if you do have a 3D printer, which can make your life a little easier for attaching these things to different places. But since I've already spent the money on these from Victory Tone in Wisconsin, I'm going to use them in a way that was unintended, but that I find to be better suited for my purpose. So it's a little update I have about that.